planning your day, keeping you safe, forecasting for you. From KCTV 5, this is the First Warn 5 Weather Show.
And we thank you for joining us for the First Warn 5 Weather Show. I'm Carolyn Long, our Chief Meteorologist Luke Doris, and meteorologist Melissa Meter here with me as well. Luke, boy, what a beautiful Friday.
Dare I say perfect?
Perfect Friday. I think you dare.
Yeah. We had all the storms. They're gone. We had sunshine. And Melissa, we didn't wake up to thunder for a change.
I know. It's been nice to see the sun, but I think tomorrow some of us might be waking up to some thunder and
I think
rain.
we're back at it. Let's get to it right over here on our first weather as we have storms moving in, and they're not far away. Tomorrow morning, it's going to be noisy around here. Upper 60s for highs, but we have the advanced warning with the first warn that your plans in the morning probably going to be on the wet side before these cruise out later in the day. It's not a washout of a day. And Sunday, I think we're going to be all right. Upper 60s, there is a slight rain chance, but generally dry. And it is just stunning on this Friday evening. That's the thing, too, is we got this great weather on a Friday, first Friday. 72 with sunshine out at the airport. We're in the mid-70s downtown. Lee Summit, you're at 74. Olathe, 74. Sedalia, you're at 71. Your evening's great as you're heading out on your Friday night. Temperatures here, low 70s, upper 60s. Rain chances a big 0. Don't have to take the umbrella out tonight, but tomorrow morning is different. We kick it off in the upper 50s. Storms, some of these may be strong, could have an area or two with hail and high winds. Let me track it for you here with Forecast Track. This is what radar may look like by 6 a.m. Stout line of storms nosing in on the metro. It's in and out pretty quickly. By about 9, the worst of it's off to the east. Marshall, Sedalia weakening. Still some backside showers after about 10 o'clock or so. We should be dry, and we get into the afternoon. Not worried about it. Your plans outside, soccer game, baseball game, go for them. You're going to be okay. Melissa, over to you. Carolyn.
Well, guys, wild weather continues to plague parts of the South as people in Texas hunker down during severe storms. That's one way to wake up early. A man caught that moment that a lightning hit just like that, sending thunder rolling through almost instantly. It happened in a town called the Woodlands that's north of Houston. The man who recorded that lightning says it was the closest strike he's ever witnessed. We also have new video out of the Lone Star State as yet another tornado touches down. This twister tore through the town of Hawley, just north of Abilene. Local police say multiple buildings were damaged by debris and some schools were flooded. Several people were hurt as well. No one died. But Hawley isn't the only place dealing with flooding. This new drone footage out of Brazil shows widespread flooding. Streets essentially turned into rivers in several towns. Storm also triggered landslides and a partial collapse of a dam at a small hydroelectric plant. Second dam is now at risk of collapsing as well, with authorities telling residents who live nearby to evacuate. And now that our rain has moved out for now, many of you may want to hit the road, spend some time outside potentially for the weekend. Melissa, you've been breaking down the data, I know, for our travel forecast. How is it shaping up for anyone wanting to head out?
Well, if you're heading out tonight, I think it's going to be good. If you're heading anywhere west, however, we're going to start to see that line of rain and storms move through the overnight hours. So if you are heading to the Wichita, Omaha area, even to Des Moines, and you're heading out early tomorrow morning, I think we start to see those rain and thunderstorms through the early morning hours. Eventually, if you're heading towards St. Louis in the morning, I think you're going to be clear until this line starts to push through the St. Louis area by the time we head into the second half of our day on Saturday. And then as we head into Saturday night, Sunday morning, we're dry, but early Sunday morning rain is lifting up from our south into portions of the Wichita area. If you're heading out there, Kansas City, eventually lifting as well towards the St. Louis area as we head through the second half of the day on Sunday. So rain is going to be off and on as you head through the region as you head through our weekend. So if you are heading to St. Louis, 80s and 70s for your Saturday and Sunday. As for Wichita, a little bit cooler, upper 60s for both Saturday and Sunday. Chance for rain and thunderstorms. Heading to Omaha, mid 60s, upper 60s, mostly sunny skies by Sunday. And in Des Moines, we see a little bit more sunshine by our Sunday as well. But Saturday, still rain and thunderstorms in the forecast. Luke, over to you.
Forecasts built just for you as we go zone by zone.
All right, let's get you the forecast for your neighborhood as we head to Saturday. We'll go to the northern zone first. Let's talk about Maryville and Bethany. Low to mid 60s. You're cool. You have some storms between about 4 and 9 in the morning. Afternoon temperatures here down behind a cold front. Cameron 64, Chillicothe, you'll be about 66. Down we go along I-70. We'll be at 69 degrees in Marshall. You can see that front takes its time working west to east. Carrollton 67, upper 60s in the metro, should make it to about 68, 67 in Lawrence. Our storm time in this zone is about 5 until 10 in the morning. It's about a 5-hour window. A little bit of a northwest breeze behind that front too, 10 to 20 miles per hour. Down south we go. Those of you in Sedalia, you're the warm spot. You're the last to get that front, so your temperatures will spike up. Especially in the afternoon as we get some sunshine back. Warrensburg, 69 degrees. Harrisonville at 68. Paola, you'll have about mid-60s for tomorrow, and 67 Garnett and Ottawa. Storm time down here a little bit later, 6 to 11. I think area-wide by the time we hit noon, these will be moving out of the area. Clouds will break up. We'll get some sunshine, and the back half of our Saturday is looking fairly nice. Melissa, back to you.
Helping you plan ahead. This is your First Warn 5 planning calendar.
It's the first week of May and the first weekend of May. And as for our Saturday, we do have a first warn in the forecast, and that's mainly for rain and thunderstorms in the morning hours. So if you are going to the River Market, Farmers Market, definitely if you're heading out early, need that rain jacket and that umbrella. We're in the 60s, and we're going to hang out in the 60s for majority of the day. I think by lunchtime, lingering showers start to roll out and partly cloudy skies return. Now, as for our Sunday, if you are like me and you're getting married soon, I think we're going to see great conditions for that bridal and wedding expo. We're going to be in the 60s all afternoon. Slight chance in the afternoon hours for an isolated shower, but overall we're looking at partly cloudy conditions through the afternoon, and even in the evening it should be pretty nice to get out and get something to eat after the bridal shower too. And then another first warn returns as we head into Monday. I think if you are heading to the Royals game against the Brewers, there's going to be rain and thunderstorms in the area, breezy conditions, 70s as you head through the evening hours. So that's going to be something we have to watch as we head into Monday, as we do have that first warn for rain and thunderstorms, the threat for severe weather on Monday evening and into our Tuesday morning. Carolyn, back to you.
Melissa, thank you so much. And congrats on the wedding planning, by the way. It's also graduation season, and everyone wants the weather to be perfect for those celebrations, of course. So ahead, our meteorologist, Greg Bennett, is looking ahead to see what is in store over the next 2 weeks.
You're watching Kansas City's only all-weather show with Chief Meteorologist Luke Doris and the First Warn 5 weather team. This is the First Warn 5 weather show.
Turn up your morning.
Get up, get going, and turn on KCTV 5.
We'll bring you local stories that matter and get you ready for your day.
You'll get the news you need from overnight and see what's developing.
Get a personalized weather forecast for your neighborhood and across the heartland. Plus, I bet we'll make you crack a smile.
And if you know me, you know I'm thrifty, so I'm going to find you the most efficient drive for your morning commute.
So turn up your morning.
Turn on the news you trust.
Join Carolina, Bill, Greg, and Julia weekday mornings on KCTV 5.
He was going to kill me, it's believed, on the day that I was rescued.
Real people.
This is not you.
It's not me.
Real problems.
We thought, oh, well, they're going to let her go.
Real life solutions.
It will save lives, no doubt about it.
Investigate TV Plus.
Weekdays at 3. It's your city. It's our show.
And we'll bring it to you live every morning.
Wake up to the people, the places, and the fun we all have here at home.
Your mornings just got better on My KC Live.
Weekdays at 9 on KCTV 5.
I'm First Warn 5 Chief Meteorologist Luke Doris. I want to take a moment to tell you about something very important. It's called First Warn 5, and it's designed to give you advanced warning when you need it.
With First Warn 5, our mission is to identify specific bad weather days that could bring disruptive or even dangerous weather to Kansas City. Here's how it works. Let's say it's a Monday and our forecast data shows signs of extreme weather brewing out west that can affect us on Friday.
Like a winter storm coming in from the Rockies that we think will impact your neighborhood.
Or excessive heat that could put you in danger at work or in your yard.
Or severe storms that could flood roadways during your morning commute.
If our advanced weather tools see this coming, our team kicks into high gear.
We'll issue a First Warn 5 weather day here on TV and on all your devices.
Hey, we're not here to alarm you, but we will warn you with what we know when we know it.
So you can make plans before it makes an impact here at home.
This is why we first warned, only on KCTV 5. Only on KCTV 5. It's new, it's live, and it's about Kansas City.
Breaking tonight at 5.
Live at 5 with Brad Stevens and Carolyn Long.
We're getting our most detailed look yet.
Gets you up to speed quickly.
In the Waldo area of Kansas City, Missouri.
Your eyes.
Remarkable
Your
story.
voice.
I wanted to ask you about physical inspection.
And your first warning from Chief Meteorologist Luke Doris. So you always feel protected and connected with Live at 5. only on KCTV 5. Download KCTV's app on your favorite streaming platform.
Hey, welcome back. You're looking live across the city of Fountains on a gorgeous Friday. It can't get much better than this, especially if you have to be outside. This is a live view from Briarcliff up in the Northland. Hey, over the next few weeks, many of you will be outside. We have graduations and there's other celebrations, especially next weekend. Meteorologist Greg Bennett is breaking down what to expect over the next 2 weeks.
Well, friends, we're really coming down to the wire here when it comes down to schools all across the Missouri River Valley. So I thought we'd kind of sort of do a forecast for graduation. And we do have kind of an extended outlook. It's vague, but it gives you an idea of what you can expect as we get closer to the end of May here. And it looks like we're going to keep on tap, more of a wet kind of field across the Central Plains. And that does include the Missouri River Valley. Now, there are some chosen areas like the Rockies out towards the west and towards the southeast that'll be wetter than others. But overall, we are going to be likely above normal with our moisture or wet weather content. Now, because of that, we'll see more cloud cover, obviously cooling rain, which means we'll see a cooler forecast overall, maybe keeping to more of the lower 70s as we climb into May, where we should be in the upper 70s and lower 80s, getting closer and closer to the summer season. Overall, though, should be a pretty reasonable forecast for graduations outdoors. Just got to watch out for some of that umbrella weather.
And coming up, we have your 5 things you need to know as a popular barbecue restaurant closes its doors, why the shop is temporarily shutting down. And no one wants to get sunburned. Spending time outside ahead, we're breaking down what to expect in your lake forecast.
And before we go to break, we're testing your weather knowledge. Today's question, what is the name of the boundary between 2 air masses with different temperatures and moisture levels? Give that a thought. We'll have the answer coming up right after the break.
Turn up your morning.
Get up, get going, and turn on KCTV 5.
We'll bring you local stories that matter and get you ready for your day.
You'll get the news you need from overnight and see what's developing.
Get a personalized weather forecast for your neighborhood and across the heartland. Plus, I bet we'll make you crack a smile.
And if you know me, you know I'm thrifty, so I'm going to find you the most efficient drive for your morning commute.
So turn up your morning.
Turn on the news you trust.
Join Carolina, Bill, Greg, and Julia weekday mornings on KCTV 5.
He was going to kill me, it's believed, on the day that I was rescued.
Real people.
This is not you.
It's not me.
Real problems.
We thought, oh, well, they're going to let her go.
Real life solutions.
It will save lives, no doubt about it.
Investigate TV Plus.
Weekdays at 3. It's your city. It's our show.
And we'll bring it to you live every morning.
Wake up to the people, the places, and the fun we all have here at home.
Your mornings just got better on My KC Live.
Weekdays at 9 on KCTV 5.
I'm First Warn 5 Chief Meteorologist Luke Doris. I want to take a moment to tell you about something very important. It's called First Warn 5, and it's designed to give you advanced warning when you need it.
With First Warn 5, our mission is to identify specific bad weather days that could bring disruptive or even dangerous weather to Kansas City. Here's how it works. Let's say it's a Monday and our forecast data shows signs of extreme weather brewing out west that can affect us on Friday.
Like a winter storm coming in from the Rockies that we think will impact your neighborhood.
Or excessive heat that could put you in danger at work or in your yard.
Or severe storms that could flood roadways during your morning commute.
If our advanced weather tools see this coming, our team kicks into high gear.
We'll issue a First Warn 5 weather day here on TV and on all your devices.
Hey, we're not here to alarm you, but we will warn you with what we know when we know it.
So you can make plans before it makes an impact here at home.
This is why we first warned, only on KCTV 5. Only on KCTV 5. It's new, it's live, and it's about Kansas City.
Breaking tonight at 5.
Live at 5 with Brad Stevens and Carolyn Long.
We're getting our most detailed look yet.
Gets you up to speed quickly.
In the Waldo area of Kansas City, Missouri.
Your eyes.
Remarkable
Your
story.
voice.
I need to ask you about physical inspection.
And your first warning from Chief Meteorologist Luke Doris. So you always feel protected and connected with Live at 5. Only on KCTV 5. Download KCTV's app on your favorite streaming platform.
Welcome back. Before we went to break, we asked you a weather trivia question. Today's question was, what is the name of the boundary between 2 air masses with different temperatures and moisture levels? The answer, A front. There are 4 basic fronts that we talk about. There are cold, warm, stationary, and occluded. Carolyn?
Here are the 5 things you need to know from KCTV 5.
Another suspect in the Chiefs championship rally shooting is out of the hospital and now in jail. 18-year-old Dominic Miller faces second-degree murder and weapons charges. Police say a bullet shot from his gun hit and killed Lisa Lopez Galvan. Miller has been in the hospital since the shooting nearly 3 months ago, and now he's sitting behind bars in the Jackson County Jail. Police in KCK are investigating the city's 9th homicide of the year. Around 10:30 this morning, officers found a man who had been shot multiple times. Paramedics declared him dead. A short time later, police took one person into custody. Detectives are asking anyone with information now to give them a call or leave an anonymous tip on the TIPS hotline. Strips Chicken in Waldo is closing its doors for good because of increased crime in that neighborhood. The owner says crooks have broken into that same restaurant 8 times just in the first 2 years of business. The business has 2 other locations in Olathe and Miriam. Those have not had any issues. They will stay open, according to the owner. But another popular restaurant is also closing its doors. This one is only temporary, however. Arthur Bryant's closed because of this week's storms. The barbecue joint says they're dealing with flooding and plumbing issues. They say this should last for the next few days. And it is opening weekend at Worlds of Fun. The theme park features more than 60 rides, hosts a variety of live shows and events as well. Remember, the chaperone policy still in place for Worlds of Fun, so anyone 15 and younger will need an adult with them who is at least 21 years of age.
Now, your First Warn 5 weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Luke Doris.
All right, let's look ahead to your weekend and beyond, your next 3 days. We told you about Saturday. We've got the first warn giving you advance notice. Tomorrow morning, you've got soccer practice or you have plans outside. Maybe adjusted by these storms moving through, but your afternoon looks better. Upper 60s through the weekend. Sunday, mainly dry. Monday has our attention. Another first warn. We're giving you notice there. Could be seeing some severe weather as we kick off next week. Big warm up. We'll be up to about 80 by that point. All right, so this is our live look right now. Etna First Warn weather cam and sunshine and calm and warm 70s on this Friday. We are doing better than okay. 70 in Bethany is one of the cooler spots. 72 in Odessa, Lawrence 74, and 74 in Harrisonville too. We're doing all right. Here's satellite and radar. Clean sweeps, quiet weather, high pressure across the Kansas City area. But what we are tracking and where our eyes are turning is this line of potent storms that's working through Nebraska. That will track across that state and Kansas in the overnight hours, and it will eventually arrive here. But it's going to take its time because it's a long way away. So your evening again is dry. Watch your rain chances pick up for the morning. Speaking of that, here's your Saturday morning. Rain chances elevated 6 to 9. Temperatures in the upper 50s to low 60s. Chances do start to drop off for the metro by about 10 o'clock. Some of these storms could pack a punch. Not expecting widespread severe weather. It's a level 1 out of 5 risk for our area, but between 5 and 10 in the morning, a few strong cells, maybe an area or 2 of some hail and high winds. Here it is again on forecast track. Thin line, it's in and out, but it probably is pretty noisy at about 6 o'clock in the morning. Might be woken up by thunder. By 9, it's tracking eastward. We still have some patchy backside showers in the metro. And then after 10 or 11, this is out of here, and your afternoon is looking like it will be brighter. And we have sunshine. Temperatures tomorrow, cooler. Low 60s in Maryville, 70s south and east in Clinton and Sedalia. Kansas City's kind of in between at about 68. Let's look at Sunday. Little system down here to our south. That's where most of the rain will remain, but a couple little showers may try to come up our way. High temperatures again, upper 60s to low 70s. You'll have more sunshine, and it'll be better to be out on Sunday by and large. Now, speaking of Sunday, we have a big race out at the Kansas Speedway, and temperatures, again, 60s. We'll throw that rain chance in mainly late. That'd be 5, 6, and 7, so the race will probably go on okay. Something that has our attention, and the reason why we're giving you advance notice on Monday, is a level 3 out of 5 risk for Kansas. Some strong storms likely to blow up there in the afternoon, and then they may want to drift our way. That would be late on Monday afternoon into Monday evening and Monday night. Severe weather is possible. Keep it with KCTV 5, and the First Warn 5 weather team will keep you ahead of these storms. Hey, it's May now, Melissa, which means a lot of us may be heading out to the lake for weekend getaways. How's that looking?
Well, I can tell you, do not get in the water because it's going to be cold. 50s to 60s is the degree temperature of the water, so probably stick to boating. And we do have the threat for some rain and thunderstorms around our local lakes in the early morning hours on Saturday, upper 60s. And then by Sunday, mostly sunny skies, small chance for rain in the afternoon in the upper 60s. Monday, warmest day for our 3 days, but the chance for rain and thunderstorms returns late at night. So I think Sunday afternoon, as well as you head into Monday afternoon. Now, if you are heading to the Ozarks, the water's still pretty chilly there, but temperatures are a little bit warmer Saturday, upper 70s, still the chance for rain and thunderstorms, and that continues to linger as you head into Sunday. Slightly cooler in the upper 60s, but Monday, I think, picture perfect time to get out on the lakes as we are going to be in the 80s on Monday for the Ozarks. So I think the pick for the Ozarks is going to be Monday. Pick for our local lakes is going to be Sunday or Monday afternoon. Savannah, over to you.
Melissa, we are talking about UV index rays today because I know everybody's getting ready to go out to the pools, maybe even the lakes as summer gets closer and closer. Now, you've probably seen us use this graphic a lot last summer, and we'll continue to use it this summer. But what exactly does all of this mean? 7.9, that means high 20-minute burn time? Well, what a UV index ray really is has three specific things. First, we look at the sun angle. So think about the seasons, you know, when we have more sunshine, i.e. probably like summer. Also, the second thing is the day of the year. Heading into the spring and summer months, you see that we have more sunshine typically than in the fall and winter. And then also the time of the day is the third thing that we look for. So the middle of the day, think about like 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. That's when the UV index ray is actually going to be the highest. So please don't forget to always use sunscreen and make sure you have those sunglasses as we head into the summer months.
And still ahead, we're getting you ready for the week ahead in your 7-day forecast.
Take the First Warn 5 weather team on the go. Download the First Warn 5 weather app right now in the Apple or Google Play Store. Only on KCTV 5. It's new, it's live, and it's about Kansas City.
Breaking tonight at 5.
Live at 5 with Brad Stevens and Carolyn Long.
We're getting our most detailed look yet.
Gets you up to speed quickly.
In the Waldo area of Kansas City, Missouri.
Your eyes.
Remarkable
Your
story.
voice.
I wanted to ask you about physical inspection.
And your first warning from Chief Meteorologist Luke Doris. So you always feel protected and connected with Live at 5. Only on KCTV 5.
Keeping you safe from severe weather is the most important thing we do.
It's why we created First Warn 5.
The best way to spot extreme weather.
Days before it threatens Kansas City.
Hours before it impacts our roads.
Anytime, on any screen.
Before it hits your neighborhood.
When we issue a First Warn 5 weather day, we put you first.
With a team of experts to look out for you.
First Warn 5 means when we know, you'll know well in advance.
Giving you more time to prepare.
This is why we first warn, only on KCTV 5.
He was going to kill me, it's believed, on the day that I was rescued.
Real people.
This is not you.
It's not me.
Real problems.
We thought, oh, well, they're going to let her go.
Real life solutions.
It will save lives, no doubt about it.
Investigate TV Plus.
Weekdays at 3. It's your city. It's our show.
And we'll bring it to you live every morning.
Wake up to the people, the places, and the fun we all have here at home.
Your mornings just got better on My KC Live.
Weekdays at 9 on KCTV 5.
I'm First Warn 5 Chief Meteorologist Luke Doris. I want to take a moment to tell you about something very important. It's called First Warn 5, and it's designed to give you advanced warning when you need it.
With First Warn 5, our mission is to identify specific bad weather days that could bring disruptive or even dangerous weather to Kansas City. Here's how it works. Let's say it's a Monday and our forecast data shows signs of extreme weather brewing out west that can affect us on Friday.
Like a winter storm coming in from the Rockies that we think will impact your neighborhood.
Or excessive heat that could put you in danger at work or in your yard.
Or severe storms that could flood roadways during your morning commute.
If our advanced weather tools see this coming, our team kicks into high gear.
We'll issue a First Warn 5 weather day here on TV and on all your devices.
Hey, we're not here to alarm you, but we will warn you with what we know when we know it.
So you can make plans before it makes an impact here at home.
This is why we first warn, only on KCTV 5.
Turn up your morning.
Get up, get going, and turn on KCTV 5.
We'll bring you local stories that matter and get you ready for your day.
You'll get the news you need from overnight and see what's developing.
Get a personalized weather forecast for your neighborhood and across the heartland. Plus, I bet we'll make you crack a smile.
And if you know me, you know I'm thrifty, so I'm going to find you the most efficient drive for your morning commute.
So turn up your morning.
Turn on the news you trust.
Join Carolina, Bill, Greg, and Julia weekday mornings on KCTV 5. Download KCTV's app on your favorite streaming platform. Tracking the changes day by day. This is your First Warn 5 7-day forecast.
Well, the 7-day shows once again, we're back in that stormy sort of pattern as we do have several first warns. The first one comes for our Saturday morning as rain and thunderstorms are possible, but only in the morning. If you take a look at our planner, rain chances drop off as you head into the afternoon hours. We're going to be in the upper 60s and likely see a little bit more sunshine as you head through the afternoon. We get a lull in the activity for the most part as we head into our Sunday, upper 60s, but a 20% chance for an isolated shower mainly south of the I-70 corridor as you head into the course of the afternoon and evening on your Sunday. Monday brings a first warn. We're back up into the 80s, 60% chance for rain and thunderstorms. That's mainly in the evening hours as we have that slight threat, that 2 out of 5 risk for severe weather as you head into your evening and into the overnight hours as you head into Monday. Now Tuesday, likely going to see a lull in the activity, upper 70s, with the chance for rain mainly in the morning hours. By Wednesday, we see another threat for severe weather as we head into the area. That's mainly going to be throughout the course of the day, 77 degrees, and we finally start to quiet down once again Thursday and Friday. We're going to be in the lower to mid 70s. Carolyn, to you.
All right, thank you, Melissa. And tonight on our news at 10 o'clock, the Royals are off to their hottest start in years. So we find out if falling flat on the stadium tax vote may be the reason Kauffman has so many empty seats. Plus,
I like the energy. It gives me a rush. When I play it, it gives me a huge rush.
a dream becomes reality on the gridiron for high school girls in Kansas City. We meet up with these players and coaches as they pioneer the future of girls flag football here in KC. All of that for you tonight on our news at 10. And of course, keep in mind, starting on Monday, Kansas City's only local all-weather show will be live on air at 6:30 p.m. on KCTV 5.
So, Carolyn, I have to know, we had our weather trivia question today.
Yes.
Did you get it?
Well, in hindsight, I got it, but
Yeah.
I know not out of the gate, I didn't. Once you said it, it made sense.
Did you know that there were 4 kinds of fronts?
No clue.
Yeah, cold and warm are the ones that you hear
That's
most of the time.
all I would have guessed.
Stationary, those are, they just don't move, but we get them, so.
I love picking your weather brains. We do. Thank you for joining us, too. Have a great rest of your Friday.